Welcome to another edition of the Craft Corner. Yay! Today we are doing a fun, extremely inexpensive craft project that would be great for advertising, for gifts for mom and dad, for
wedding favors.
Wedding favors, that would be a good one.
They're cheap.
Super cheap.
Fun.
So went to the local Floor and Decor, got ourselves just some 4x4 tiles, 8 cents each, which is uber cheap. Just need Mod Podge, paintbrushes, and then some images, whatever you want. I'm going with the Stacy Wyatt logo.
And I'm gonna do like a travel theme, so I printed off just places that I've been to that I really like. And 2 of the 3 are Vancouver because that's the best place.
And we're gonna turn these simple items into coasters for your household. So it should be pretty cool. Oh, and also you need some cork, which I spent $5.99 at Hobby Lobby for a whole long roll of cork and some glue to stick it on.
This. Well, it doesn't have to be this glue, but
it could be any glue. It is good glue. So we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Yes.
Start with some Mod Podge. What you want to do is just grab one of your foamy paintbrushes. Well, let's open it up. Might be a good start. And you're going to put a thin layer on, just right onto your tile.
Believe it or not, I've never Mod Podged.
You haven't?
No.
You haven't lived. It's a beautiful thing. Everybody should Mod Podge. So yeah, just put a thin little layer. Try not to get too thick and goopy, because it'll make your paper kind of bumpy, and you don't want bumpy. Oh, and you also want to make sure your hair doesn't get in it.
No.
That would not be
Not a good look.
Mm-mm.
Question.
Yes.
So mine that I have printed out over here, the ones that don't quite fit this dimension, so I'm putting like these little, what do you call these things?
Words?
No, from, what are these? They're words. Words.
So I have tons of scrapbook paper at home.
Scrapbook paper.
So I brought scrapbook paper, which would be another really great idea. And one of the pages actually had these cool little words in it. And so Lacy just cut them out to add to the sides of hers. So I was even thinking, I found these 2, one's letters and one's numbers. You could easily cut these to little 4x4s and make coasters for your teachers going back to school for their coffee mugs. Something happy to get them started for their day.
But my question though is, because I have this and this going on one, and you gotta smooth it out, is it gonna get messy?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're good with it.
Okay, so then what?
So once you have your Mod Podge on the whole thing, you just wanna place your image or images on it, just real gently. And you wanna just make sure it's smoothed across. You're just making sure there are no bumps in the paper. And you wanna especially press down on the edges because you want those to adhere. You don't want stuff to get under it, because then your image kind of gets like a funky corner or edge on it. So just press down on the edges for sure. And just make sure you don't have anything, bubbling up or looking kind of weird. And it just is simple, nothing whatever fancy.
Mine's fancy.
Well, of course it's fancy. So once you get that on, then you just take your Mod Podge and gently put a second coat over the top of the page.
Hey, Speedy Gonzalez.
Well, I don't have 2 images. Mine was just like one big thing. Yours is much more intense.
I gotta make sure I got
labor-intensive.
A lot of edges.
So as you're doing this, you'll notice.
Ooh, it like sticks fast. This is like glue, y'all.
Yeah, no.
You can't move it, so it's not forgiving.
Well, it is somewhat. It could be user error. So it does come off, like it looks white, but it will dry clear. So as you're putting it on, don't freak out when your image starts to kind of get white and kind of shaded, because it will get clear. It dries clear. This would also be a great...
This is a real technical move right here, y'all.
That's the extra supplies that we need for the crafting event.
Who needs that when you got pants?
Yeah, so see, look at how cute that is. And it's just scrapbook paper. I think that's adorable. All of our back to school teachers got I love them going in with their coffees.
You could also do like comics, like jokes. You got jokes? Put them on a coaster. It's a good idea. I'm just saying.
I'm loving it.
I really like this. Look at this.
Is that gonna annoy you? It's gonna annoy you, I know,
And this
but
too.
make sure you press the picture.
I
page
did.
down.
You saw me.
Well, I'm just saying. Obviously, I don't have that same problem.
Yeah. Look, this is not for the first timer.
It is for the first timer. This is easy. My kids can do this. My 12 and 10-year-old can totally look this up. Lacy, I'm not sure your reasoning, but we'll just gotta go with it.
Well, if this one comes out right, I feel like it's because my initial layers weren't thick
too
enough
thin.
on those. Yeah.
All right, so we are gonna let these dry,
And then we'll be back.
and then we'll be back. All right, so we are back. Our Mod Podge has dried, and you can see how lovely and black and dark and crisp the picture is. Mine, I don't see any. This one had a little bubbles. I have a little bumps up there, but it is.
You had bumps?
I did.
Oh my god!
I didn't press enough on the edge. See, only on that one top part, right? Oh. Anyway, okay. So the
Those
next
look so good.
The next phase is going to be polyurethane, and you can get any finish. I have a matte, I have a satin. These were down in my basement. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop these up. Do you want to make yours shiny, or do you want to make yours?
I think I'm gonna go shiny.
Okay.
Mainly because I'm a little concerned, like you can see
Maybe
the brush marks from,
That
the
is
sponge.
true.
So,
That is true.
Whereas I actually think that adds to these. I actually like it on these. You know what I mean?
So should I go matte? I'll go matte.
I think
go
you
satin.
should do matte. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll just pop these open, and what we're gonna do is what this is for, because Mod Podge itself is not.
Waterproof.
Thank you. That was the word I was looking for. Waterproof. So you want to put the poly over it just to protect it. So you just take it and you're gonna apply your coat. I know it smells bad.
Ventilated area, folks.
Yeah. Don't do this at home.
Yeah.
Okay. It's awesome. Awesome. Okay. So again, just take and do.
Do I need to stir it up, or it's good?
I shook it beforehand, so you should be good. And you just want to put a coat over your other
Thin.
coat.
Thick in between.
I don't think you want it goopy. You just want to put like a normal coat. How about that? Not thick, not thin, just right.
Goldilocks.
Goldilocks. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. So once this dries, your poly, all we have to do is mine is pretty much dry. All you
Mine
do
is not.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you just take your glue, squeeze it on the back, and stick your cork on the back, and you should be good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and do mine since you are.
Do that. I will watch.
Yeah, it's really, I'm just going to go along the edges here.
And they might not have been able to see what kind of glue it is. What name is it?
So this, I love E6000. I feel like it sticks everything really well. And I literally just did a square and then a glob in the middle. And I think that should be pretty good in holding it. And especially if you just press it down and then kind of flip it over, the weight of the tile should help it just adhere and dry in the right position. Just like that. So all in all, a set of 4 coasters,
Total cost,
you are looking at probably $1
for 2 or a set.
for a set of 4.
For a set of 4. $1,
'Cause you
yeah.
You got, when you disperse that over, like how many you could get out of this whole roll, this is just paper. You could buy scrapbook paper, you could print it off paper. This is just printed off the internet. Buffalo plaid, print off the internet, and it totally works. And there you have it. Beautiful coasters.